Hey there. Today we're going to be talking about something really interesting: hidden signs of emotional intelligence. Now, you might be thinking, emotional intelligence, that's just about being able to control your emotions, right? But it's so much more than that. Emotional intelligence is about understanding and managing emotions, both in yourself and others. And today, we're going to be discussing some of the lesser known signs of emotional intelligence that you might not have even thought about. As a bonus, I'll also be sharing a simple exercise to help you boost your emotional intelligence. So stick around until the end to get your hands on it. Welcome to our Wellness Lenses, where we talk about the journey to self-development. Without further ado, let's dive in. Now, emotional intelligence is a hot topic these days, and for good reason. In today's fast-paced world, it's becoming increasingly important to understand and manage our emotions, both in our personal and professional lives. Emotional intelligence, or EQ as it's often called, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. And while some people may think that EQ is something you're born with or not, the truth is that it can be developed and improved over time with practice and awareness. Alright, let's get into it. One of the first hidden signs of emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize microexpressions. Microexpressions are those fleeting facial expressions that occur in less than a second. These expressions are usually a result of an involuntary emotional reaction that someone might have, and they can be very subtle. For example, you might not even notice when someone raises their eyebrows or twitches their mouth for a fraction of a second, but those movements can reveal a lot about what they're feeling. Recognizing microexpressions requires a keen eye and an understanding of human behavior. It's a skill that can be developed with practice and training, but some people have a natural talent for it. If you're one of those people who can spot a microexpression from a mile away, then you might just have a high EQ. So why is this skill so important? Well, being able to recognize microexpressions can help you in a variety of ways. For starters, it can help you better understand the people around you. If you can read someone's microexpressions, then you can get a better sense of how they are really feeling and respond appropriately. To help you better understand this concept, here's an illustration. Imagine you're at a party, and you're trying to gauge how much fun your friend is having. At first glance, they might seem perfectly content. They're smiling and chatting with others. But if you look closer, you might notice a slight twitch in their mouth or a fleeting look of discomfort in their eyes. These microexpressions might indicate that your friend is actually feeling anxious or overwhelmed, even if they're trying to hide it. By recognizing these cues, you can adjust your behavior and conversation to make them feel more comfortable and at ease. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button and subscribe for our content about self-development and improving your life. It really helps our smaller channel, and your kindness will go a long way. Another sign of emotional intelligence is being able to give and receive constructive feedback. Now, some of you might be wondering, what does this have to do with emotional intelligence? Well, my friend, the answer is everything. Being able to give and receive constructive feedback is a hidden sign of emotional intelligence. It shows that you are aware of your emotions and can regulate them appropriately. It also demonstrates that you are empathetic towards others and can communicate your thoughts and feelings in a respectful and productive way. Let's break it down a bit. When you give feedback, you are essentially sharing your opinion or observations about a particular situation or behavior. The key here is to make sure that your feedback is constructive, meaning it's helpful and aimed at improving the situation. You want to avoid being overly critical or negative, as this can come off as unhelpful or even hurtful. On the other hand, when you receive feedback, it's important to keep an open mind and not take things personally. This can be tough, especially if the feedback is critical or suggests that you need to make changes. However, if you can approach feedback with a growth mindset, you'll be much more likely to learn and improve from it. So, what does all of this look like in practice? Imagine you're working on a group project at school or work, and one of your teammates points out that you've been missing deadlines or not pulling your weight. Now, you could react defensively and get upset thinking, how dare they accuse me of not contributing enough? Or you could take a step back and think about why they might be saying this. Maybe you've been overwhelmed with other responsibilities and haven't communicated that to your team. Or maybe you haven't been managing your time effectively. In this scenario, having emotional intelligence means being able to take the feedback as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than as a personal attack. It also means being able to communicate your own thoughts and feelings about the situation in a respectful way, and working with your team to find a solution. Next, emotional intelligence is about being able to regulate your emotions, not just control them. When you're regulating your emotions, you're not just suppressing them or pushing them down. You're actually acknowledging them and dealing with them in a healthy way. Regulating your emotions also means you're able to empathize with others and respond appropriately to their emotions. Now, let's talk about how you can regulate your emotions. First, it's important to recognize your emotions and understand where they're coming from. Once you're aware of your emotions, you can take steps to manage them in a healthy way. This might include taking a break to cool down, talking to friends or therapist, or practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. Remember, regulating your emotions takes practice. It's not something that happens overnight. But with time and effort, you can become more emotionally intelligent and better able to manage your emotions in a healthy way. Moving on, another hidden sign of emotional intelligence is being able to understand and communicate your own emotions. This may sound simple, but it's not always easy. It requires some self-awareness and introspection to figure out what's going on inside of you. The ability to communicate your emotions means being able to express how you're feeling in a way that others can understand. Again, this might seem obvious, but it's not always easy. We've all had moments where we're feeling something intensely, but we struggle to put it into words. Emotional intelligence means being able to bridge that gap and communicate your emotions clearly. Understanding and communicating your emotions can help you build better relationships with others. When you're able to express how you're feeling, it makes it easier for others to connect with you and understand where you're coming from. But perhaps even more importantly, being emotionally intelligent can have a positive impact on your well-being. When you're able to understand your own emotions, it can help you regulate them more effectively. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by your emotions, you can learn to manage them in a healthy way. Now for that bonus tip I promised earlier. If you want to improve your emotional intelligence, there's a simple exercise that you can try. It's called the daily check-in. To try this exercise, set aside a few minutes at the end of each day to reflect on your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. Ask yourself questions like, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? And how did I feel in different situations? By doing this, you become more aware of your emotional patterns and can start to regulate your emotions more effectively. Over time, this exercise can help you identify your emotional triggers, increase your self-awareness, and develop a deeper understanding of your emotions. And there you have it, some of the hidden signs of emotional intelligence and a bonus exercise to help you improve it. I hope this video was helpful for you and that you learned something new. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment down below if you have any other signs of emotional intelligence that you think we missed. And subscribe to our channel for more helpful content on self-development and mental health. See you soon.